Hello everyone, Lemasadio here, and welcome to a long-awaited PS4 gaming test. So, it's December, and I've been doing gaming tests for a long time. Just like one or a couple of years ago, or a few years ago actually, so this is a long waited today. So let's get cracking, shall we? Right, for today's test, I'm using my Toshiba 50-inch 4K HDR TV and the gaming console I'm going to be using is the PlayStation 4 console. This was my dad's console. He gave it to me, and then when it comes to the time, it will be used, and in the future it was my PS4 console, and then the games are good, and the games we're testing out for this console is Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Street Fighter 5, Overwatch, and also Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. So let's look at the sound and screen settings. And system music and key tone is on. Check. And look at this. Resolution automatic. RGB range automatic. HDR automatic. And deep color output automatic. So let's take a look at the information. That's my TV handled. That's what my TV handled. HDR supported. That's good for my TV. So what we do now is to test out the first old game, which is a non-HDR game for today's test. And we are starting with playing a bit of Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So let's fire one up. Right, so here we are with the first game we're testing today. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So this is the multiplayer capture the flag mode. So my remote is just behind me. So get it from behind. And it dropped on the floor. Never mind that. And the graphics are looking very amazing. And the camera is doing a good job on standing very still, not to fall off the edge. And the sound you're about to hear comes from the TV itself. So, put my remote on the table here. And this is an old game, and it has a standard game mode on this one, and it has no HDR. And it has no HDR on this one. And today we are doing a non-HDR gaming. That means no HDR gaming today. That means we're not doing HDR gaming today. Maybe some other time. And at the moment today, we are focusing on non-HDR gaming tests that's suited to the console, PS4, PlayStation 4. That's what we are doing today. This Call of Duty game is absolutely an old game, this. Like I said, standard game mode on this one, no HDR on this one. And nobody got me complaints. And the game is due to be in game mode. And it actually runs 30 frames per second. 30 frames per second. That's the motion that the game always run. Yet the game always run 30 frames per second. And it's not even 60 frames per second either. And this game has a lot of graphics, attention to detail. And nothing out of context. And nothing out of context. So that's it done. That's the 4-minute gameplay. So we're moving on to the next game now, which is another HDR game. The one which is Overwatch. It's Overwatch time. Let's fire one up. Let's fire it up. Right, so here we are with the second game of the day, Overwatch. This is the newest version of Overwatch, and the first Overwatch got its original service shut down in October 2022, I think. That was a year ago. And Overwatch 2 has the same old maps as the first Overwatch, and it has the new maps because it's the second. Yeah, I was just silent for a minute, and then... And I'm back in the game, indeed. And that's my only time. Getting a little bit outnumbered here. Getting a little bit outnumbered here. And that's the second opportunity. Up and at 'em indeed. I just have a little bit failed here. 0-1. Round 1 completed. Right, so what we do now is to move on to the third game of the day, and the next game we are playing is Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. Let's crack on and let's fire it up. Right, so here we are with the next game we're playing today, Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. This game has got great graphics, yeah, great motion and great graphics of the camera movements to TV, and this suited to Toshiba, this game. I first played it when I was 17 years old. Good times. I like Virtua Fighter. It's my favorite game by Sega. And it's more different to Virtua, and it's more different to Street Fighter. KO, knockout. In the last gaming test, I was silent. And now I'm not silent. So, I'm playing as Akira. Yeah, great win. So that's Akira, and I'm playing someone different. Right, so I'm playing as Eileen, and my camera on my phone is definitely close up, and it's not the great view, and it's not the great view of recording. So don't worry about it. It's fine. The camera is fine, and it's kind of leaning over or something, so that you can see it closely. And the pixels on the TV looks great when that comes to gaming or media or something. Like I said, the camera is fine, and it's no biggie. So I'm still playing as Eileen. Another excellent hit. Right, that's it for Virtua Fighter 5. Let's move on to the final game for today's test. The final game I'm gonna play for today is Street Fighter V to finish off.
This is the path of my destiny.
Right, so here we are with one final game for today, Street Fighter V. This is quite an old game from 7 years ago, and this game does not have high dynamic range in it, and it's not even 4K, and it's not even 60 frames per second either. It's 30 frames per second. And the pixels in this game quite stand out very well, along with Toshiba, and it's suited to a Toshiba, this game. Yeah, and I got good gaming skills when that comes to gaming. And this game has got a lot of good motion in it. Like I said, we're not doing HDR gaming today. Not today. Just some other time. Maybe another time we can, if it's free. Yeah, and we are doing non-HDR gaming today. Well said, Ken. And my favorite character from Street Fighter is definitely Ryu, because he is Japanese. And he does do a lot of great skills as well. And things could get out the context a bit. Yeah, just quite a bit. And the video game designers and creators does do a good job creating games just like this and other games which are animated or realistic, real life, reality. That's a perfect hit. Right, that's the 4-minute gameplay of Street Fighter V. And now we're gonna finish this video for today. Right, everyone. We are about to finish this video today, and then so you always spend time with me on that video, and then we've done non-HDR gaming today, and then next time we will do HDR, and the time after we will do non-HDR and HDR gaming test. on PlayStation 4. So thank you everyone for watching today's video, and we had enough for today, and then we got next time to come to you guys. And I hope you have yourself a good evening and a good night to you tonight. So see you next time on PlayStation 4 Gaming Test with Toshiba TV. Goodbye.